Rise and shine, Mr. Glumstead. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste until... well, let's just say your hour has come again. Are you the host, Mr. Glumstead? The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Glumstead. Wake up and smell the ashes. I hope you don't disappoint me.
Good evening. I know my absence has been obvious, and I've apologized for it once before, but this time, clearly, new me, new year, so I won't be apologizing for anything in the future. On that note, I say we some of these jokes you might find offensive. Some of these jokes you might find not offensive enough. And I say, give the people what they want. If you could see my DMs, your aunt would be clutching her pearls. Necklace. Right, Max?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
We got a good show for you tonight. We're going to talk about some nerd shit. I think it's due time, and I just have to speak my truth. And I got to be who I am and be all I can be. Anything you can do, I can do better. Mentos, the fresh maker.
We're at commercial.
Unintentionally commercialize it.
Coming out of commercial. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I find it annoying. I am confused. I wake up in a cold sweat. How in the world is no one talking about Oasis getting back together? I can't even begin to explain how excited I am, how relieved I am to see Cain and Abel once again. Oh, the things I've sacrificed, the conversations I've had. I've tried to convince people. I don't think you understand how big of a deal this is to the music industry, to the world, to us millennials. You know what? I'll even give Gen X a pass, and here's why. Oasis getting back together is such a big deal. It might as well be like the Beatles getting back together, and some of them coming back to life even. And Yoko, just maybe we can kick her into the corner, you know? I mean, yeah, she could still be there for legal reasons or whatever, but I mean, come on. And I don't even like the Beatles that much. I mean, everybody pretty much hates John Lennon, which is ironic because the lead singer of Oasis once compared himself to John Lennon and said he was the next John Lennon. So for you boomers out there,
Boomer!
It's like if the Beatles got back together. Now, I'm going to give Gen X a pass because us millennials and Gen X are united by the passing of our Lord and Savior, Lane Staley. We will forever be unified for that. For the Zoomers, for the Gen Zers.
We got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down.
Here's the deal. It would be like if Migos got back together, and for some reason everyone also liked them. That's it. Like I said, it's like it's a biblical brotherly hate for one another. You guys, if this isn't resonating with you, let me explain this in the clearest terms possible. The lead singer of Oasis is only a couple years older than the lead singer of Coldplay. Do you understand what this means? If Oasis had never broken up, then we wouldn't have Coldplay playing the Super Bowl for a fourth fucking time. I rest my case. On to other music news you can abuse. I think we've covered the Drake and Kendrick stuff enough. And by we, I mean I haven't talked about it at all, and I should probably talk about it. And I know when you look at me, you might think, Glomstad, why do you care? And you're right, I don't. But also here's why. It's hard to take a side, but you really can't side with Drake because he's being accused of being a pedophile. He's being accused of grooming minors. And all I have to say to that is, I feel like my Kids Bop Drake CDs have a different meaning now. Do I sell them? Do I hawk them on eBay? Do I put them on Facebook Marketplace? I don't know. What's that, Max? Now that's what I call Pedophilia Volume 4 featuring R. Kelly with hits from Chris Brown.
A minor.
Look, my biggest problem with all of this is I don't think the people in general are ready for the music industry. Like it is because of Diddy, people are learning how incestuous the music industry is. It's jarring. You wouldn't believe the things that I've heard, the things that people have told me. So many people's backstories are made up. So many people's lives are a facade. Men and women in the music industry. The things that they actually did to get there. Whew. Enough to make your uncle clutch his pearls. You know what I'm saying? It's getting a little gossipy in here, so let's change topics. I don't want to be too part of the zeitgeist. I saw Alien Romulus, and all I can say is Alien 1, Alien, is untouchable. That movie is a vibe. That movie is 40 minutes of beautiful setup for so much payoff. It feels real and grounded, oddly. Every Alien movie after that has been ridiculous. You know how we feel about James Cameron, right, Max?
Yak. Get a job.
I mean, he basically just put military themes into Alien, and the whole Queen thing, and the Hive, and all this stuff, and it just... You look now at overall at the Alien franchise, and you can see little points where they should have just stuck to the original themes. Is Alien Romulus good? I don't know. It is very cool. It is almost an entire movie of rule for cool. The throwbacks, the cameos, great. The dialogue is okay. The best character is the android, which is usually the case. It's usually the best actor among the bunch. I'm not complaining about the acting in the movie, but it did feel like I was watching CW's Space Kids, where I just watched the original Alien 4K remaster, and it feels like it's 40-year-olds, blue-collar dudes, and some chicks just hanging out in a science vessel kind of thing, cargo vessel or whatever they were. There's a character in the original Alien who is highly recognizable, Harry Dean Stanton. He's clearly just the mechanic. He's just there smoking a cigarette on a ship, which is crazy to think about now. I just don't think, can you really smoke a cigarette? Should we be smoking cigarettes in space?
Need a light?
I'm gonna rate this Alien Romulus 3.5 Glomstads out of 5 Glomstads. I feel like it's cool. It's gonna be someone's cult movie down the road, and it fixes the god-awful movie, but we will not speak, that is a bane, a giant stain.
Jess, are you okay? Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Alien Romulus fixes a lot of things about the Alien franchise. I actually am going to go back and now rewatch all the Alien movies. I am going to skip over Prometheus. I can't do it. I cannot sit and watch a bunch of scientists just stick their heads face first into things. That is the most aggravatingly cool looking movie to watch. A room full of idiots just marching around on a planet going, ooh, what's this?
It's just a stupid movie.
A movie? Like a Hollywood movie?
One great big movie.
Prometheus is the Alien movie for people who thought Alien was too nerdy. Prometheus is the I've never seen a sci-fi movie. Oh, cool, it's got Idris Elba. I'll like it. I don't know. I like Idris Elba. Idris Elba is a phenomenal actor. It's got discount Tom Hardy, Logan Marshall Green. Seriously, that cast is great. Michael Fassbender. There you go, great actor as the android. They need to do a wipe on Alien. Alien needs to be... I know Prometheus was an attempt at that, but that was a shit attempt. I'm sorry. Last but not least, I want to say we lost a great man recently, and I'm really bummed. Rest in peace, James Earl Jones. That guy was the voice of my childhood. Simba. I love The Sandlot. I watched The Sandlot so many times. My friends and I, even in college, we would just yell shit at each other from that movie. I don't know if you guys know this, but before the internet and memes, we used to just quote movies to each other. It was nothing but Will Ferrell references, sometimes Jim Carrey, sometimes Mike Myers, and if you were cool, a dope line from Event Horizon. Have you ever seen Fire in Zero Gravity?
It's beautiful. It's like liquid. It slides all over everything. Comes up in waves.
I haven't been doing this show because Max let me free for a little bit. I went out in the world and I did some stand-up. And I've started doing more stand-up. And if you guys want to come see me do stand-up, I have a show October 3rd. I don't have a link for it yet, but as soon as I do, come see me do stand-up. And when I have the link set up, I'll have Max put it down in the thing below. That way, you guys can move on over through social media platforms and get the links that way. You got it. It's easy peasy. Lemon.
Am I in the right room?
Also, Valve has released a new video game to the public. Secretly, but not secretly at the same time. But I do think it's very cool. What they've done is there's no advertising budget. There's no posts anywhere about it on social media other than people like myself posting about it. But if you haven't played DeadLock, I suggest you give it a shot. If you like playing first-person shooters, or if you like playing MOBAs, or you like pressing way too many buttons on the keyboard and asking yourself, what the f am I even doing or looking at? I can't even shoot that guy. Holy shit, I suck at this game, but it's so addicting. I'm fine, how are you?
Losing his mind. And I'm reaping all the benefits.
Listen, I don't need to sit here and promote a Valve game. Artifact did that all by itself.
Dead!
Gaben, if you need a new face for Valve, you're looking at it. I've been a die-hard Valve fan since I was like 10 years old, and I walked into my uncle's computer office and he had Half-Life and all the expansions. And all I saw was, what's this weird looking game with a scientist on the front? And then there's 4 other colored boxes along with it. And I think at the time my dumb brain was like, oh, well, that's just like Myst with expansions or whatever. I just thought it was like a point and click novella in digital form. Half-Life has had such a impact on my love of sci-fi. Like I said, I don't need to sit here and promote Valve's new game, but what I will say is it's basically Dota 3. And I know that's a controversial number. Gaben knows this. Valve knows this. The internet knows this. Do I know this? Should I say the number? People are calling it the next esport. And I suck at it, but I really still want to keep playing it. It's weird to get older as a gamer and you just lose the mouse on the screen sometimes. And then you realize, oh, I'm aging. A wise person once said, age ain't nothing but a number. And look where we're at today.
You are a very bad person, Peter.
Here's to the rest of the year and learning more about ourselves and the things that we grew up loving and believing, and learning that nothing is exactly what you thought it was. I don't even have tarot cards this time for that. I hope what people realize as they age is it's the little moments that matter. It's not people's perception of you. I've stopped drinking. Or have I? You don't know what was in that glass, and you can kiss my ass. Good night and goodbye.
Get back where you belong and forget about all this. Until we meet again.